got Kendrick James Hefner.
Bedlam at Fenway Park as the Red Sox clinch the World Series at Fenway for the first time in 95 years.
0-1 to Pagan. Pagan hits one high and deep to right. Kadir back. It is off the bottom of the wall, and it kicks away from everybody. Pagan is being waved in. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time, and that is the ball game. Unbelievable.
Still 2-2 to Alonso.
Posey's thinking, we got pretty good wood on that one. Do I throw it again? Do I throw the split?
High in the air and catchable. Blanco. Pitch a no-hitter for Tim Lincecum.
I'm gonna wait to see Ryan Howard.
Back in and waiting. The crowd is
I'll bench Rollins in the next game for
pitch. Uribe hits a high fly ball into deep left field, way down the line and gone. And the Dodgers lead 4-3 on a 2-run home run by Juan Uribe.
Here's Perez.
Okay. The next game's out.
Perez, center field. Hit very well. Venable on the move. Venable dives.
You're gonna make a move against the Mets anyway.
A game-saving catch. And that'll end the inning. What a play by Will Venable to send this game to the 13th.
Talk about full extension. Holy smokes, what a play.
Will Venable. He hits one high and deep into right center field. Rodriguez and Bold leaping against the wall. He got it. Sam Bold. A Super Sam catch on that one. Springing to the top of the wall. He hauls it in.
Are you kidding me?
You don't get much better than that. Hernandez celebrates the great catch on the mound.
He should.
Wow, he says.
A skyline there of lower Manhattan on a gorgeous day for baseball at Citi Field. Should be a good one. Phillies and Mets coming up next. Now from just outside the core of the Big Apple, MLB The Show has baseball from Citi Field in Flushing. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Phillies and the East-leading New York Mets. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Well, you look at the numbers here, guys, and the numbers do not lie. We're looking at 2 pitchers here that are both off to slow starts. Now, I don't think either manager is overly concerned about it yet, but at the same time, I think they'd rest a little bit easier if they knew they could get a good outing out of their starter in this one.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, as their order will read like this. Jeremy Hefner will be the guy called upon to slow down these bats, and I'd say his skipper would dearly love to get maybe 6 good innings out of him. Any less than that, and that bullpen could be in for some trouble. Ben Revere will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. So Revere sent down to open things up. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. this one will be foul back in among the fans. And a swing by Rollins, and this is on the ground out to short. Throw on to Davis at first, and there's out number 2. Dominic Brown will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. That was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
3-2, here it is. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. And set to face these guys. There you see the numbers for the right-hander Kyle Kendrick. Now we'll look at the way the Phillies will line up behind him.
What the heck? That can't be right. A bug? It showed Ashe at shortstop and Rollins.
Eric Young
third.
Jr. will dig in. Currently 1 spot out of the stolen base lead in the National League.
Hoping that's just a bug in what they displayed. I didn't really look and pay attention to much last time. But let's make sure. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Yeah, it's a bug. Because actually is playing third and Rollins is playing short. Okay. Even if I replay and alright, it's just going to be the last one. Okay.
In there, 1-2 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
There's a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Daniel Murphy digs in at the plate. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Throw on to first, and Kendrick's looking pretty sharp here. 2 away.
Batting third baseman.
David Wright will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. Throw on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. We played an inning. No score. Ryan Howard will stride in now. His solo home run accounted for their only score in the ballgame a night ago. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And he's got himself a leadoff double to begin the second.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look, gets that bat head out front, just rips his ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Rafael Furcal will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And this one's bunted out in front of the plate. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
And this inning's definitely going to plan so far. They get a double leading things off, then a walk. Now a perfect sacrifice puts 2 men in scoring position with just 1 away.
Number 19 will dig in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to take the lead here in the early going. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game. Cody Ashe will stand in.
Third baseman, Cody Ashe.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Kyle Kendrick will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Granderson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing. Curtis Granderson will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Ike Davis will stand in now following leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in the 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Check on Granderson, now the pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going. And that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Chris Young will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put your level.
And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble. Ruben Tejada will take his first cuts now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up over the 320 mark. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 3-1 is on the way, and this will be fouled away. Just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Oh, that is a great call right there. They really needed a strikeout in that spot. They got it. And now with 1 away, you can even get out of this scot-free if you can get a ground ball here.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Ready with another 2-2. Line hard to the left side. Foul. This is on the ground foul, wide of Howard over at first base. Now another 2-2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Back-to-back strikeouts when he needed them most. The bases stay loaded, but with 2 outs now, this inning is becoming less and less of a sure thing.
Jeremy Hefner will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Comes the 3-1 and a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, it'd be a big letdown if they get nothing out of this, but they're a strike away from that coming true.
Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that'll go as the Mets' first hit of the ball game. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
Well, you know that old saying, anybody with a bat in his hand is dangerous, and sure enough, It's the pitcher that comes through here, and he drives in, too.
Eric Young Jr. will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside, 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that'll score the runner from third as they seize control here, 3-2. Daniel Murphy will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
And maybe an excuse-me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that'll compound matters even further.
Easy out to end the inning and throw it up into the crowd.
David Wright will step in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to pad this lead a bit early on. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole, and he'll reach to knock this ball down. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And the second run will score here as they open things up to a 6-2 advantage.
Now that air really comes back to cost them. I mean, they would have been out of the inning, but now 2 runs have come across the score.
Curtis Granderson will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. Into right field. That'll drop. It's another base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Ike Davis will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Mets lead this one 6-2. Ben Revere will lead things off now in a completely different ball game since the last time these guys took their hacks.
And after that 6-run inning, you got to hope that you can put together some kind of response. The last thing you want to do is a 1-2-3 inning, so a little patience wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And 1 gone in the Philadelphia third.
Yeah, the off days this week is going to help. A lot of the guys retired.
1 away, and Jimmy Rollins will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Right there, Murphy at second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. This guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile an hour fastball, and he did it right there.
The board sort of looked like the board
Dominic
when we do a
Brown
plus screen.
will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Ryan Howard will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Check on Brown, and now the pitch. And this is on the ground toward the hole. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Catcher number 51,
Carlos Ruiz will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. And a good pitch, but no offer from Ruiz. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2 and 2.
And when he's down 0 and 2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2 and 2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0 and 2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Rafael Furcal will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
Should have been ready. Subbing him out.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Phillies leave them loaded. They still trail here at 6-2. Chris Young makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is pulled hard but foul. They brought their gloves for that one out there. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
When things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single and the breaks just keep going their way.
Ruben Tejada will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Nobody out, runner on first. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2, and he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Oh, double play ball to second.
Oh, jeez, he overran it.
Through, a base hit.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average will climb a few more points.
Travis d'Arnaud will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3 and 2. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And this will open it up a bit more as the lead moves to 7 to 2.
Gotta like your chances when you put up 7 runs early in a ball game. They are off to a hot start, no doubt about it.
Jeremy Hefner had a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jonathan Pettibone is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Eric Young Jr. will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ballgame is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle, and that's off his leg on the mound. And the recovery attempt will not be in time, as now the question becomes, how hard did that hit him?
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. By the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Daniel Murphy will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Swing and a liner towards second. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hand, getting into good position. Hips start to rotate, and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And this play is the very definition of trading a run for an out. It's been an ugly inning so far, so I'm pretty sure they'll take anything they can get at this point.
Curtis Granderson will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 2-2 pitch. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground.
No.
Throw is high, and it's over his head. And he'll reach first safely.
All I was trying to do is cancel myself.
And he is in there.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. You're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but That's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Ike Davis will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Okay, well.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Chris Young will get another opportunity here as they've batted around now. And a good swing there by Young, but this is pulled a bit too much as it'll find the seats out of play. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. 3 innings complete. Mets out in front, 11-2. Number 19 will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Now here's a shot toward the gap in left center, and they're not going to run this one down. This should be extra bases to start the inning. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That's a great swing there. Leading off an inning, it's a fastball, but he just goes right with it and drives it the other way toward the gap. He's going to wind up on second here with a leadoff double.
Cody Ashe will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
And this might advance the runner as it's on the ground to second. Throw sails a bit, but Davis is able to get up there to record the out.
Well, and that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is, he has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just 1 out.
Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. Here comes the 1-2. And Utley out in front of it as this one's on the ground to his opposite number at second. Throw to first, and Utley's retired, 2 gone.
Manufactured run right there. You get the double to start the inning off, and then it's all about get him over and get him in. And 2 straight ground outs do that job.
Ben Revere will try and start over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
And he reaches out for this one and sends a fly ball out toward left center field. Young is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Mets lead it 11-3. Ruben Tejada will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
These are always fun.
Justin DeFreitas is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Now the 2-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Grounded to third. And Tejada has himself a base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. A runner at first with no outs here. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
A swing and a ball hit back up the box. Utley for 1. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
Jeremy Hefner will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. And the throw is too strong as it's over the head of Howard. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only 1 gone.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys, top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Eric Young Jr. will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Young waiting on the 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now here's a swing and a ground ball back up the box.
Oh my God.
It's his first baseman as it's over his head.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. You're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse.
I've never seen it this bad.
Goes the other way with a fastball, and this is in the air out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Well, it's going to take a good throw from left field to get him, and they darn near got one. He was able to race home just ahead of this throw as he scores on the sacrifice fly.
David Wright will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Runner away from third, now the pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Howard has got it, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Jimmy Rollins will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and they'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Dominic Brown will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And this is fouled back and out of play. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Ryan Howard set to follow. He waits on deck. Rollins leads from second, and this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground towards second base. And taken in out there for the first out.
Well, if you're going to make an out, you have to make a productive out. And that moves a man up to third now with just one away.
Ryan Howard will step in. A base hit in his last time.
Okay, I just want to make sure I had somebody warming up. I forgot.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
3-2, here it comes. And they won't come after Howard this time as it misses for ball 4.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Carlos Ruiz will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Lined into left center, and he'll have himself a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Marlon Byrd will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Marlon Byrd.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider, difficult to lay off, but he did it.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And now on 2-2, I don't think he'll be nibbling any longer. He's got to come in with something here because he for sure does not want to run this count full.
Forget it, guys. Double up right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, you know, he nibbles for a couple pitches and then finally just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Number 19. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far tonight. And And this is swung on and pretty well hit. Out to deep left center field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Cody Ashe will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 4 runs on just 3 base hits. No errors and no one left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Mets lead this one. Jake Diekman is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Curtis Granderson will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Fastball swung on and missed for the 1st out. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Ike Davis will stand in. Base on balls his last time. This is headed toward the hole and through the hole. A 1-out single. Chris Young will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Now a slider swung on and lifted into shallow center field. Revere is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
Ruben Tejada will dig in. He singled his last time around. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Revere is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets lead 1. They still lead this one by a comfortable margin. Carlos Torres will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 52, Carlos Torres.
Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, and Chase Utley getting set to start things out here in the Phillies half of the inning. The 2-1 home. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
Ben Revere will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. This will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Throw back to first, and they double him up.
Well, if you're going to take off, you got to be sure this ball's going to get down. And I don't know. To me, that seemed like it was going to be a fairly routine catch. So in my mind, that becomes a very avoidable double play.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Granderson retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Travis d'Arnaud will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning. And that whole at-bat, I felt like he didn't really want to challenge this guy. And I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order that you really have to go after.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Oh, he waits that one out perfectly as this ball's drilled into left center field, and that gets down for what could be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And this offensive explosion continues. They're now up to 14 runs in the game. EK, you can't even count that high. And I think defensively, you got to be saying right now, what do we got to do to get these guys out?
Hit hard to second. Throw over by Utley, 1 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat, considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way. He winds up making the play.
Daniel Murphy will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Here's the swing and a chance for Howard over at first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
David Wright will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. That's hard hit back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit.
And the beat goes on. Another great at-bat, and what else is new? They've now thrown 15 runs up on the scoreboard. Now that is a good day's work.
And Granderson trying to work his way aboard. He's got it to 3-1 now. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play. Ike Davis. See what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. And this is fouled straight back. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one. Chris Young will stand in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Throw will be too late at first. It'll be an infield single as the run comes in to score.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
Ruben Tejada will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Line hard into left. And now he has some trouble with it in left. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Make it 18 runs home now, and this has been an absolute drubbing. And it might not be over yet.
Travis d'Arnaud get another opportunity here as they've batted around now. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Yeah, he did have the base open there, so that's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, the way he's been pitching, I don't think I'd be working around too many hitters, especially in the bottom half of the lineup.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 7th inning coming up. Mets out in front, 19-7.
Unbelievable.
Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Kyle Farnsworth will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Dominic Brown will start things out for the Phillies with the dangerous Ryan Howard waiting on deck. Here's the full count offering. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
Ryan Howard will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
Cut that runner down.
And a swing and a miss by Howard, and the big guy can't make contact. There's 1 away. Carlos Ruiz will step in, an RBI single this last time around. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, if I had a base hit taken away by a runner getting forced out by an outfielder, well, you'd have to put a straitjacket on me because, you know, I didn't get many hits. That's just a really bad read right there and a real waste of a base runner.
Swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 1 left for Philadelphia. And as you can see, they are way behind. Mike Adams will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Eric Young Jr. will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Now a ball lined toward right center. Number 19 has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Daniel Murphy will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. A 2-1 offering. And a fastball here, but he's right on that thing as this is smoked into center field for a base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
David Wright will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Well hit, deep right center field. And this gets down, so it should be extra bases for Wright. Around third and being waved on home. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park 2-run home run. Curtis Granderson will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choice his last time. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, one thing you're taught at an early age, when you see a pitch coming in tight, do not open yourself up. You got to turn your back into it to protect yourself. This will still hurt, but it could have been worse.
Ike Davis will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here. This crowd likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Utley for 1. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just 1 on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Chris Young will step in, an RBI single this last time around.
I've got to continue my hit bats with you.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do. You don't want to see this thing get out of hand. So now both teams know, hey, from this point on, if it happens again, you're out of here.
Ruben Tejada will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. And looked like the cut fastball there as it's hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Revere will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets lead it 21-7. Number 19 will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that's a great job there of knowing your responsibility at the plate. You're down by a bunch here in the 8th, so you need base runners. That's a good first step.
Kobayashi will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. And this will get right on past Tejada for a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Chase Utley will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And he goes with the pitch nicely there as this is lifted high and deep the other way to left. And see you later. That one is gone. A 3-run home run for Chase Utley. But they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far. I don't think this will make much of a difference in the final result, but at least it shows you that they're out there playing hard and not laying down.
And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Jose Valverde will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Number 57, Jose Valverde. Now playing shortstop and batting in the ninth spot. Number 0, Omar Quintanilla.
Ben Revere will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Well, I really like the approach right there. He's just trying to hit the ball where it's pitched. So he's going to go the other way with it. Unfortunately, the shortstop had him played perfectly.
So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here now the 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, this is a really tough play for a left fielder here, especially when he's moving to his right, because there's almost no foul ground here until that wall comes right up in your face. So just a great job to stay with that play.
Dominic Brown will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Lined hard to center field. Young is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mets are out on top, 21-10. Travis d'Arnaud will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And he got him. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Omar Quintanilla will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Again, a 1-2. And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. And this will be taken in by Brown as he's got it for the second out. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Eric Young Jr. will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around.
I think
Two out, nobody
has
on.
something to do with this dynamic stuff, so I'm probably going to turn it off after this game.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. You can see that first base dugout spring to life again, and I think this time the hammer's going to come down as the home plate umpire has seen enough of that guy on the mound. He's ejected from the ball game.
As well he should. I mean, when you miss that badly, come on. Who do you think you're fooling here? Certainly not the man in blue. He's seen all of this before, and he's going to put an end to it before it gets any worse.
I just happen to have
Antonio Bastardo will come into the game now and take over action.
Antonio Bastardo.
Daniel Murphy will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. A runner on first with 2 away. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that runner will get a head start out there.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Mets strand 1, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Ryan Howard will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Swinging a high chopper towards first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And I kind of think even in a normal defensive alignment, he probably makes this play. But here you can see him playing close to the line because he's got backup in the form of his second baseman. And it winds up a fairly routine ground out to first.
Here's the payoff pitch. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Darren Ruff will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Number 19 would be next. Oh, and he goes the other way with a fastball. He drives it out to deep right center field. And right off the bench, it's a home run. A solo home run off the bat of Darren Ruff. But that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
We'll see this a lot with teams down by a bunch of runs. The guy on the mound doesn't want to walk you, so he's going to throw you a lot of strikes. And he capitalizes on one here.
Number 19 will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. you never want to go down without a fight. So they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Here he comes on 2-1. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Just onto the outfield grass as he makes the stop. On to first, and that's your ball game.
And I, for one, thought this game would never end. I mean, I've seen basketball games that were lower scoring than this. But you know what? Give these guys credit. They were able to finally get the job done.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory.
Never played a game like this. I'm guessing it's because of that dynamic difficulty.
And the Mets were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man. David Wright, picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.
Here's Luis Cruz. He has flied out and struck out. Manny Machado.
I don't mind losing. It's just I like to miss it.
Gotta see that one for a few years. What a play by Machado into foul territory, and then with that cannon for an arm.
1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 out. Dodgers lead 6-5 in the 9th. Rodriguez set. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, center field. Back goes Matt Kemp. A long way back, and he makes the catch against the wall on the warning track. A spectacular catch, and the Dodgers win. Is it possible to have a walk-off win on a catch? Dodgers just got one.
There goes the Norfield on a high
ball deep
right field. Puig to the track, one-hands it, guns it back to first base. Out for the double.
The dynamic is side. That's fine.
We had to wait. It was the plate umpire making the call. Hello, Yasiel Puig. What a way to start a career.
We're pitching back to the veteran.
Is Homer Bailey. Ground ball to third. Frazier gloves. Throw to first, and Homer Bailey, for the 2nd time in his major league career, has tossed a no-hitter. Oh, what a celebration.
I think that will help.
Tie game in the 9th. Jay grounds one. Pedroia makes the play. Throw home. 2 out. Over to third. It gets away. Alan Craig is going to come to the plate. Here's the throw. He is.
Yeah, I won't change any of that stuff.
The umpire making the call. They're going to say he's safe. There was interference at third base. Interference with Middlebrooks at third.
And that is hammered. Oh, my. Big fly for Mark Trumbo. 2-0 Halos. I've never seen a baseball go that far in this ballpark. That one was off the sign where it says ring.
So, off to. So, my settings have been changed, and we'll get to more of that tomorrow. Until then, good night.